Spending time on your phone isn't necessarily right or wrong. There are good apps, there are bad apps. God-glorifying websites, self-satisfying websites. It all depends on how you're using it. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can glorify God with your device in its everyday use. The first point is don't let your device take control. Remember, every second you have is a gift from God, and therefore try and use it for His glory. Make sure that it doesn't limit you. You must be able to limit it and how much time you spend on it. So I want you to take out your device and look at it. And just remember that this little guy here can consume so many hours of your life. Don't let it consume hours of your life. Let it help you use those hours to give back to the one who gave you them. So here are some ways you can take responsibility and live for Jesus with the device you own. Okay, so now we're over to my device, which in this case is an iPod Touch. And I'm going to show you some ways to firstly customize it, and I'm going to go through a few apps. The first thing you can do is get a case with a Bible verse, maybe from Zazzle, and there's other websites as well. I can leave some in the description below. But just get a case, be unashamed, to show your faith. So that even if someone just looks at your iPod, they know that you are serious about Jesus. So point to Him with your device. And that's the first thing you can do. Also, you can set a wallpaper that shows no shame of your faith. You can do this by using Bible lock screen, as you can see the first app here. And that's a great app. Just download wallpapers with like God is love, as you can see is the first example. But you can do whatever they have. And another good idea, and this is what I personally like to do, is make my own wallpaper. And I'll do this by downloading a wallpaper, or maybe even taking a photo. As you can see, I've got two wallpaper apps here, Wallpapers 2 and Zedge. You can get your own wallpaper from there. Some of them are already Christian. I've put some on there. If you search for Ace Always with a Z, they're all my wallpapers which are Christian, and you can download them, or you can make your own. So just get a wallpaper, go on Phonto where you can add text to it, add your favorite Bible verse, maybe just some encouraging words, and you can make it personal. But here's my one, I'll just show you. Minus Christ equals 0. Obviously the 0 is a jailbroken kind of tweak, but that kind of thing is great. The next thing you can do is you can just get some good apps. So obviously the most important is a Bible app, and I would recommend putting it in the little toolbar at the bottom there with your 4 apps, so that you're encouraged to maybe use it a bit more. But I've got 2 here. I've got the New King James Version, which is the first one, and I've also got the King James Version, and the King James is my favorite, and this is one of the main apps, so I need to open this up just to show you. You can customize it. Now I've got a green case on my iPod Touch which you can't see, but I've therefore customized the top bar and the search button at the bottom. But what I love so much about this is the amount of things you can do. You can really do some in-depth study with this. Firstly, you've got the scroller of a verse scroller on the side, where you can just literally just easily scroll to your verse. You've also got a search bar where you can search for any word, and literally it'll just show you all the verses that are related to that word. So if you really want to find something, like a certain verse, you can search up part of it and it will come straight up. That's really cool. Another thing you can do is, let's say you want to go into the Greek or the Hebrew of the word. You can whoops, pressed the wrong one. You can literally go to interlinear, and you can click on any word just by pressing the number next to it, and it will just describe it. Literally, it will describe it. And you can also press see all occurrences, which will just load up every single time in the Bible when that word shows up, which is it's a great tool, because you can actually really study God's word in depth. And it's also got many other study tools here which you'll need to purchase, but it's a great real important thing to get. I mean, I would definitely say it's worth it. You got different commentaries, you got different tools. You got Bible maps,
collection, Bible names, Nave's topical Bible, and stuff like that. So, and you can also change the version, customize the colors, and just get into so many different things. That's why I love this app. It's by Paul Avery, who's a missionary, so all the money you give will go towards his work. So anyway, moving on, PushVerse is also a great tool because it gives you a notification with a Bible verse each day, so you don't even need to open up any apps. It will just pop up a Bible verse. Another great tool I like to use is a topical app. So I got Topics, iTalk to God, Bible Shaker, and Concordance. Each of them does the same thing. I'll just open up Bible Shaker as an example. But basically, you can search for Bible verses by topic. So let's say you're feeling angry, you press this, you press the shake or tap here, tap the verse, and then you can literally just go through all the different verses to encourage you when you're struggling with a certain thing, and they're all great. So I'll move on. We've also got daily devotion. So this one here at the bottom with the fish, that's great. It just gives you a daily devotion which you can kind of comment to. You've got people there you can interact with. Another great thing to use is Bible quiz, because that kind of tests your knowledge. You can grow in your wisdom and all that you know about the Bible. You can test how much you know. If you don't answer a lot of the questions, you can go back, study the Bible a bit more. But it's a great tool because it's fun at the same time. Another cool thing I like to use, and this is the end of the good app section, is GotQuestions, and Get Answers. GotQuestions is literally you open it up and there's different topics, or you can literally search a question. So you can do topics about Jesus, and you got loads of questions. So if you're struggling with a certain thing, why is there suffering in the world? Literally you just type in suffering and you can press the top one. Why do so many people have to experience terrible suffering before death? And it gives you a biblical answer. And another one is, as I said, Get Answers, which is by Answers in Genesis. And that you can use these to get answers, prepared to give reasons to people. It says that in the Bible. You should always be prepared to give a reason for the hope that's in you. So they're cool. Now I'm going to move on to useful apps. There's firstly different church apps like SermonAudio and the Hymnal with different songs, maybe if you're going to sing in church. SermonAudio just to jot down. Another cool tool is GM28, made by Living Waters, and that has loads of different languages in there. Literally you go to, let's say, questionnaire, and you can choose any language, let's say Russian, and take you through the Bible. And it will ask them questions, share the gospel. So if there's someone you can't really communicate with, you can just take them to that app. Another cool tool is Easton's Bible Dictionary, which is a great tool because if you kind of don't understand a word, maybe you can just go on that, search up the word, it'll give you the dictionary definition. Another cool tool that I really like to use is Bible Drill, as you can see at the bottom. And Bible Drill allows you to kind of it helps you anyway in your memorizing of verses. So for example, I've got Romans 3:23 here. Now let's say I do this, it's not for the, so I got it wrong, and then you keep typing it in until you get it right. I thought it was for the wages of sin is death, maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, so another cool tool, now this isn't a Christian tool, but it's SafeNote. SafeNote, as you can see, it's going to lock the screen and require a password, and I'm not going to type in the password, but basically you can keep safe notes. You can keep notes that are locked up, and here you can write your thoughts, you can write encouraging verses, answered prayers, how you feel about life, and refer to them when you need to later on in life to remind you of God's faithfulness, maybe even strengthen your faith. But it's a cool tool, it's not Christian necessarily, but you can still use it. And then I've got Bible Gateway and ESV Bible, also tools that can help you to study the Bible, so they're useful tools. Another thing you can use is social media. That's so important, connecting with people. You can get Christian versions of different apps. Go from WhatsApp to Bible chat. Go from Instagram to Instapray. Instapray, you can people show like prayer requests and you can pray for them. You can post your own prayer requests and others pray for you and comment and talk to you and encourage you. Bible chat is where you can talk to different Christians about different topics. You make your own topical group chat and people can join and they can get into the discussion. You can learn a lot from others. But I would say this, it's really important to not avoid secular apps, and that's why I've put Facebook and Twitter here. It's good to get to be a light. You can use this to be a light. So Facebook, Twitter, Advice, and Kick are all apps you can use to be a light. Facebook and Twitter, maybe you can post a Bible verse, an encouraging video, and I'm going to get into videos soon, so you can post up anything you want to your friends. Advice app, people ask for advice, so they might say, I'm in this relationship, what should I do? You can give them encouraging advice, share with them a Bible verse, and be a light in that way. And Kick is great. I mean, I've talked to less than 10 people. 3 of them have already told me they're suicidal, and I've been able to share the gospel with them a bit and just let them know that they're loved. Moving on, you got audio apps. There's music. I personally like rap music, and I actually rap myself. If you want to go on my website, it's aceofficial.co.uk, and that's in the description. But get whatever genre you like. If you like classical, type in classical gospel and download an app for it. Rapzilla and JamTheHype are the 2 I have because I like rap music, and they're great. If you like rap music too, you can get them. And also use the general iTunes and the music app. Get gospel music on there, and a lot of gospel music is actually available for free download, so just search it up. I also got SermonAudio, and this is great. Literally, it's great. You can search up any topic and it will give you a sermon for it. If you're struggling in a certain area, maybe while you're traveling somewhere, you can listen to a sermon that's encouraging. It's got live sermons, so you can even like watch a church service. So it's great, even if like maybe you're too sick to go to church one day, put in your headphones and just listen to a sermon. You can also download sermons through the Download Pro app, which is the red app with the download button. And that is great because you can go on YouTube and search up any sermon, copy it, go to flv2.com or YouTube to MP3, find a YouTube to MP3 tool, and literally just save it down onto your iPod Touch or your phone or your device, and it will straight away just give you different sermons that you can add there, because YouTube is quite broad in what they have to offer. You can also get like audio Bibles, so Bible.is gives you an online audio Bible. So even though you'll need an internet connection at first, you can even download them for offline use. Like a chapter you can download, and then like maybe when you're going somewhere, you're traveling, you can have a listen to it. Or you can get something like just download an audio Bible onto your Download Pro app. Maybe Streetlights is a great Bible. If you type in Streetlights Bible, that's quite a good one with music in the background and stuff. You can download that. Podcasts, finally in the audio section, and then I'll move on to videos, are really great because you can search again topics. There are so many biblical topics on there. There are testimonies, talks on different topics, and so you can just search it up. Testimony Stories is great, which is a certain program which is run where they interview people for their testimonies. But you can get loads of things on there, even sermons and stuff. And finally, videos. My favorite one is ProTuber because you can not only download YouTube videos onto your device, but you can even save it onto your general Photos app. You can save it to your device. It doesn't have to stay on the app. And what's good about this is, as I said before, YouTube is so broad. I mean, like, you can do so much on YouTube. I should have already put YouTube on this. But the fact of saving it means you can maybe be on the bus. You can go on YouTube and search for encouraging sermon, download that straight to your iPod, watch it on the bus, get an encouraging video, a Christian event, download it and watch it. Another great thing is YesHeIs. YesHeIs gives you kind of really encouraging videos, and GodVine does the same, so you can check them out. 1 Minute Apologists is a great online tool, which is like, they'll ask a certain question, is Jesus God, and they'll have someone there to answer the question in a minute, or that's at least the challenge for them. And that's really great because you can get quick and simple answers to things you're struggling with maybe. And finally on there I have I Am Second, and I Am Second is similarly like testimonies of famous people who have come to Christ, and they're sharing their stories, and it's really encouraging. That all these tools though can really help you to use your device to bring God glory in its everyday use, simply and easily. And most of these apps are free anyway, so I hope you found this encouraging, and above all that really you can use your device to glorify God. I'm sorry about those apps which maybe they're not available on Android, but I just really hope that you're encouraged through this. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. I'm Ace, and I'm out.